Now, effective communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Have you ever experienced amazing customer service? Somewhere where you went and it was above and beyond what you expected? In the hospitality business, they call that plus one service. So it's not plus one, hey, this is who my plus one companion is going to be for this event. No, it's plus one. You went above and beyond. You did something more than the customer expected. And if you think about an experience like that, it can be absolutely amazing. I won't forget a time there I was coming up through Alabama, and we were headed to I have a brother who lives near Georgia, and actually near Atlanta, I should say, in Georgia, near Atlanta. And we were coming back through Alabama from the south, and I mentioned to my wife, I've always, heard great things about Talladega Super Speedway. And I wanted to just stop by and check it out. 2.5-mile track, amazing races, amazing history in car racing. I thought, wow, this would be cool just to stop by, take a little pit stop, check it out. And it was a rainy day, and my wife and I pulled into the track, and we go inside to the museum area, the displays, and they have track tours. And so we registered for a track tour that day, and not long after, maybe about 20 or 30 minutes, they call us up and say, all right, we're ready to go. And we got to meet our tour guide for the day, and we got out in a van with the tour guide. And it was just the two of us, my wife and I, with this tour guide, because as I mentioned, it was a rainy day, and he's giving us the track tour. And I take the time to do what we do here on Effective Communication, get to know people, make a friend, right? Why not? So I'm getting to know him, and we're having a great conversation, talking about how long he's been at the track and how did he get there and where's he been, what's he experienced, what's the coolest thing he's ever experienced at Talladega. I'm thinking of the movie, right? Talladega Nights. That's kind of wild, right? But he's telling me all these experiences as he went through, and as we're talking, he's like, "Do you guys having a little extra time today?" And I said, "Well, yeah, we just have to be to my brother's house this evening." He goes, "Well, that's great because I'm having a good time, and it's kind of slow here today on this rainy day. I'd like to show you some extra things I often don't get a time to show people because we usually have a full bus, and I'd like to show you some more of the track. And if you're willing to get out and the rain doesn't bother you and we can get out of the van, I can show you some stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, by all means, let's go experience Talladega," right? And so as we're going around, he's showing us stuff that typically people don't get to see. Like we got to go into the garage area and we got to walk around, see different places. We got to go where the drivers meet and just see some really cool stuff that you wouldn't typically see on just a basic track tour. And before you know it, we're going back to where we started the tour at, and he goes, "Hey, I don't know what you guys are doing for dinner tonight, but the missus is one heck of a cook and would love to have you come have dinner with us. It's great Southern home cooking, I tell you what." And I looked at him and I said, "You're too kind." He said, "No, I've really enjoyed this. This has been an amazing tour with you today, and I'd like to continue the conversation." And, it's that type of service that creates an incredible memory for you. And we just had an amazing memory. And it's pretty cool, right? So think about a time that you had an experience like that where somebody went above and beyond and did something extra for you. How'd you feel? Ask yourself this question. What put it over the top? What was it that put it over the top for you? That's pretty cool. Now, imagine if you could do that for other people. Imagine if you created that experience for other people. What would that do for them? And what would that do for your life if you could create those experiences for other people? I know just this past summer, I was hosting business leaders from all over the world here in my home state of Michigan in the United States. And I had a couple from Germany, and we were together for a couple of days in Grand Rapids, Michigan at a conference, and they were planning to go out to Lake Michigan and go to the beach and stay in a hotel. And the last day of our conference together, I'm talking to he and his wife, and she's like, "Yeah, we're going to go out. It's Friday. We're going to head over to the beach, and we're going to get a nice room at a hotel, and it's going to be great." And I looked at him, and I smiled, and I said, "You guys do that?" I said, "I'll tell you what, in about a half an hour, I'm going to drive over that way too. I'm going to give you a call." Well, what I knew was Friday night, it's Michigan, it's summertime. The idea that you're going to get a good hotel at that point in time, probably not going to happen. You're a bit late. You got to reserve it ahead of time like you would in any tourist destination. So I went over there. I called him up. I said, how'd it go at the hotel? And he's like, we're kind of stuck. And I said, no worries. I got you set up in a hotel right down the road here. It's a beautiful place. You'll love it. And he goes, oh my gosh, you're a lifesaver. I said, no, that's what it's like when you come, people come visit you. You take care of them. Now, my challenge to you is this. Create those experiences for other people. Just do it. Do it because you can, because you care. Give them that +1 service. And the beautiful thing about it, creates a memory for them, and it brings more fulfillment to your life and your own legacy. Now go make it happen.